before they start.
Mii Swordfighter. Incineroar.
We're starting it this week. Why not? I want a best of 5. These sets are too incredible and too incredibly close, I think, to not do it. I want the best games that we can get out of everybody, and it's going to give them more opportunities to make adjustments, learn, and grow. And I have said it all night, but look at that goddamn clock on 6 a.m.'s neck. This man is literally rocking. I sign on to this, by the way. I told him this was a good idea last week, and he did it. This man's a king. Right now, Hindsight, the king of being the Mii Swordfighter in the area, incredible at that.
Yeah.
6 has beaten him the last 2 times they played.
Yeah, he actually has kind of figured out the matchup a little bit. Now it's on Hindsight to kind of re-go at it and try and relearn the matchup. He does well against Chavo. I think that 6 a.m. and Chavo have completely different play styles.
Yeah.
But a matchup's a matchup. So as long as
Oh
that's
my
so much
God.
damage.
Like, he had it set up properly. He used the chakrams to force him to go high. He was going to catch the cross chop, but the armor of the cross chop got him out of it.
I think 6 a.m.'s
Oh
my God,
that was really good. I like that mix-up. He's at down throw off air percents at that point. So what do you think is going to happen? You're probably going to get tomahawked. And what did he do? He uses the up air to call out the jump because he knew he was going to probably get grabbed there. Great mix-up.
Honestly, I wasn't even expecting him to get the sweet spot. He still did. But yeah, like I was...
I'm sorry. I just said you look like you're about to tell him about his car and say warranty. I mean, probably. All right. I mean, look, we gotta send extended life insurance over to Hindsight because he just lost that stock in a very brutal fashion, looking like a car crash at that.
Hey, I mean, Hindsight's up right now. That could change with the fact that this is Incineroar and he does rack up so much damage. That is definitely not a move you want to use in front of Incineroar.
Yeah, he catches people with that all the time at a disadvantage. You don't think he's gonna do it. You expect something different, and then he hits you with the multi-hit. But 6, when he gets the openings, he goes off. Like, his advantage is incredibly good after he gets you on a hit. That's one of the things that's very hard to do with someone like Incin, who's slow, but he makes it work.
Yeah, no, absolutely, I agree. I think that, honestly, that was the next one confirmed tornado into the up air. I think that Mii Swordfighter as a whole has so many, not even just because he can customize like his moves, but like he has so many options, even with like just the moveset that Hindsight has dedicated this character to. He has so many different confirms, ledge trap options. Did you see that? He just ran up and his option was to restand him with the little rainbow counter thing.
Yeah, he mixes it up really well. Like, Hindsight has a lot of really good things that he doesn't change it up. But the down tilt getting hit on the neutral get on the mistech gets him back in the game. However, the aggressive up B does work out. Let's see what can be done. This is down throw up air percents, and he gets him even with the DI up and out at 117 or so. Look at that deep breath that Hindsight just took.
He is ecstatic he won that game.
Literally, like, just Hindsight just like,
yeah.
like he just had the biggest shit of his life. Like, this man was just let it all rip. But you know what? In a matchup like that, with how close that game was, you got to be feel good after a W like that. You take that deep breath, you get it gone. You are sharp. Is it like time? Should I start throwing singles at you?
You can't tell. I am taking off my shirt,
God
but
damn
it is a black shirt underneath, so it's almost like I didn't do anything.
Kind of, yeah. We're gonna run it back here, I believe, back to some Battlefield. Yeah, there we go. I don't really disagree that this is not much of a reason not to. It's a great stage for both. They tend to come here often anyways, but like, why not? It's a great stage. It works out for both of you, and there's no, like, just keep it simple. Sometimes you don't need to overcomplicate it by switching up the stage. It's not necessarily the stage, it's just how you play the matchup.
Keep it simple, stupid. But I like this stage, honestly. I didn't think that at first the stage would be as fun to play on as it is. I mean, it's just Battlefield with no top platform. But it just feels like so many different interactions happen like on the stage, even compared to like regular Battlefield itself.
You want to know my opinion? I think this is the best stage in the game.
I think so too. It's the most balanced. It's a very small stage, very even sides. has plenty of like room for somebody to get back as well as to punish.
Yep.
And there's so many neutral interactions on this stage. It's worth it.
I think the big thing is that there you go. That back throw is going to kill every time. I think the big thing with this stage too is that it is the ultimate neutral. PS2 is a large stage. It is not a guaranteed neutral, fair balance stage. You run into a zoner, you're probably not going to find them 90% of the time on that map. And my personal favorite, aesthetically pleasing stage is Northern Kid. But this stage is just perfect all around. I like what Six decided to do there. He doesn't go for revenge off stage for Octoslash often. I know it's not Octoslash. I don't care. I'm calling it. But that's it's good because you can catch him off guard. Speaking of getting caught off guard, he knew he had the jump there, so he goes and covers him with the chakra. Very well done by Hindsight. And he gets what was almost a really good platform coverage there, but he gets revenge for it.
Yeah, honestly, like I was saying before, the options that Hindsight can throw out, not only this matchup, but also just with his character. He definitely uses his character to
yeah, I mean, it seems like limited options, much like that one. Your only option is death. I don't know if I'm seeing this correctly, but I think 6 AM just took a bite out of an apple. But right now, okay, he got swapped back on. 6 AM tried to get him on a spot dodge lead there. He definitely was looking for that lone whip to catch a spot dodge at ledge. Right now, gets the revenge, tried to run away. He knew that was coming. He knew that the up B was coming there. Hindsight does that often. That's a pretty big amount of damage. That's like a 28% for one throw. You were happy with that one.
I almost thought he died there.
Yeah, it has a lot of aerial drift at the end, so don't think that he's just gonna die. Make sure you stay at ledge, because you might just give up ledge position for free. Okay. Down smash?
I do like Chakram at the ledge. I just think that honestly, like switching up with the tornado, even at percents like that, is just very threatening.
I like what he does with it though, because like if you catch him on neutral get up, guaranteed death. But he tries to condition people into staying on ledge, and then he runs up and down smashes. He got his data out of that. Up throw might do it here, and it is. Like with all that rage on Incineroar, no matter what, you're dying there. Maybe without the rage, you possibly live that, but with another 20% on, that was it.
Honestly, I think the best of 5 is perfectly fine here. It's 1-1. For what these are, they're going by really fast, though.
Yeah, I mean, we start the bracket at 6:45-7 essentially. We're already in loser semis 2 hours later. It's a small bracket, and I was considering I might even push it further. I might push it even into losers quarters, but it depends because I like a lot of matches on stream. If I do too many best of 5s, we're never gonna finish, and people will wait 20 years to play their match. So I want people to get a lot of practice too. As my phone goes off and I forgot to lower the volume, but it don't matter. We're gonna be getting into the game number 3 here. I didn't see where they went to switch, but you were talking about a couple things out of ledge traps for Hindsight and what you wanted to see differently. Going into this next game after losing to 6 AM and now switching the battlefield with much more room, what do you think is going to be Hindsight's approach?
Honestly, I think that he should take advantage of the amount of space that he has on this stage. You should definitely try to throw out more projectiles, but in a way where they're not obvious.
Yes.
Can just
be... Yeah, because that's a free revenge. So you got to be super careful when you do it. I think he's going to be playing much more grab heavy now with PS2, because even though it screams lots of chakrams, he uses the chakrams to force you to shield, and then he gets free grab.
Right.
So I think that's a majority of his approach here.
Yeah, because he's using it as a bolt option. It's the same way that he used Mewtwo's neutral Shadow Ball. He would just throw out the little ones and then run forward, and then he would catch you in your action. Whether you jumped or whether you shielded, it's the same thing with Shotgun.
We say it time and time again, but Hindsight is a wait-and-see kind of guy. I mean, like, the amount of times he hits people with that is so good. He does it so fast you don't expect it, but he puts out a lot of options that catch you on your jumps, air dodges and stuff. Speaking of with 6, caught him there. Surprisingly didn't kill that forward air. Back here is going to do it.
Yeah, honestly, I was also very surprised that at the end he wasn't able to get his grab off. He was able to jump out of the way just in time. Now looking at the set here, 126, that has such a huge grab box.
Yeah, you think you're out of the range of it, but then like you try to jump, you caught. You don't run fast enough, you're caught. Speaking of getting caught, tries to follow up on him, keeps the options covered by using the back air, so it works to take a trade there. But 6 is kind of running away with this lead here. As he possibly gets another KO here, he doesn't get it there. But I must say, even with the wider stage and the Sister PS2, that's absolutely dead. You jumped right into the love and embrace of the freaking spine breaker. I mean, the torture rack. I think Hindsight is definitely happy about this best of 5 because it's looking like we're probably going to we're probably going to be looking at a deficit for him here.
Yeah, honestly, it definitely keeps him in the set as far as what I'm saying. Here, I don't really see too much of a chance. You can always get like Incineroar and stuff like that, but Mii Swordfighter is not the type of character that actually can do that. I think that if he's going to have any chance, he needs to kill him without it.
Yeah, he needs
There's
to.
the start of it.
Yeah, that's huge. That's already one. We've seen Hindsight go off quite a few times too. Like, Hindsight is not one amiss to get like a 0 to death. He's definitely very good at it himself. But I think with the way 6 is playing, this is exactly what 6 needs to do. Look at it. Why do I approach you here?
Yeah, honestly, like, and Hindsight should take this like mental reset here. Neither one of them really want to approach each other. 6 AM doesn't have to, and Hindsight really doesn't want to.
There's no reason to. You're a slow character with very reactable options. So with this big amount of time you have on the clock, at 19% with 2 stocks up, I know it may be annoying to see, but you have to prove that you can open him up. So Hindsight's being forced into a spot where he has to. But I think after that last stock, he knows that he's just going to wait for one mistake as he's catching him right now. This could be the game right here if he catches the jump. He doesn't, though.
No, definitely not there yet. But 110, 127% is definitely not looking good for Hindsight in this game, at least. And the up air almost taken off the top. He's going to be having to choose a different option as in that.
Oh my God! I believe that was a bait through and through. 100% that was a bait because you're not covering roll. You're not covering roll. It's too close. I mean, it's too far. So what do? You put out a super laggy option. You've been staring him down forever. And then you just up smash him because you know he's going to try and go punish it. That was like, oh, I got an opening. No, you don't.
Yeah, no opening there. That was definitely a safe option. A little whip has lag, but not enough for you to run across and actually catch somebody using it.
Yeah.
You need to punish it on the very end of where it is, because if you don't, there's an option that they can do out of it.
Yeah, because like
very safe.
Mii Swordfighter doesn't have the best run speed in the world. So the best that you get out of that maybe is you throw something at him, or you up B or something at him, which isn't the idea. You want to get that grab because you want to hopefully catch a bad jump or a bad air dodge if I'm Hindsight in that situation. And that's why I think that's why he jumped. He was probably looking for a tomahawk maybe to get him on a spot dodge because he knew he wasn't going to get him. And then 6 just went.
I heard earlier like the whole, I heard in the comments, Chavo, you should use up smash more. I think that it's really dependent on him.
Yeah.
But as you said, 6 AM definitely knows how to land those up smashes.
Yeah, he uses it as jump baits all the time. He doesn't do it often, but when he does do it, he has conditioned someone to the jump.
I personally think that up smash throughout almost every character in the game is such an amazing option, and if you aren't using it with your character, try it out. I know there's some characters that are
better. You can do it and have a tremendous amount of lag and possibly die for it. Looking
correct,
at
Ike. Ike. That's why I said most characters.
But here we go, getting into game number 4 here. But yeah, you just want to make sure you have a good anti-air option overall. And right now, you want good ledge traps, which isn't going to work because this man is covering everything.
Oh, he actually
died for it.
him.
The clip that worked out in your favor. Hindsight shook his head, but you know what? You take that.
Yeah.
You take those every time because you were about to get styled on, and now he's about to.
My.
He almost got him with 2 already. If that downer hit, that was a stock.
I love the way that Hindsight plays sometimes. He is so methodical. He's going a little hard there, but it's okay. Never mind, he's not okay.
Nope, he is not okay. He is not okay.
That was
at
actually
all.
so clean. I didn't actually know that Incineroar could do that. I didn't know I was confirmed.
Yep. Yeah. So as soon as you get the revenge, you can immediately follow up an aerial, and also when you do that let go of the sides lead, you force them to jump most of the time, so you get another aerial as well. That was really good by 6. Also, after losing that first stock, getting himself right back into the game, almost taking a lead.
The good thing about playing, and I know this is from my own experience playing Lucario, the best thing about playing a character that has comeback mechanics is you never are out, so you're never scared.
Yeah.
Like, he has so much composure right now that he has taken a game where he lost his stock at under 30% and has brought it back.
After what was a very good, massive lead that he had at that too. You can get frustrated for something like that. And Hindsight still staying even down to the up, good DI up and out. That's all. If you don't know, now you know. We've been talking about it all night. DI is up and away. And hopefully, Hindsight doesn't run up and read it. Or you air dodge. Up air doesn't do the KO here, but I think this is still a very doable game for Hindsight. He just needs to stop getting called out on his jumps.
Yeah, I agree. I think that that's really the only thing that he's kind of giving to 6am is jumping a lot. The good thing about this is 6am has been keeping so much pressure on the ledge that he's been able to just go corner to corner, off stage to off stage, and that allowed him to net that kill down air.
He went from left to right, found the down tilt, still found it. One thing I have noticed though that I recognize that's happening. Hindsight got away with a lot of up Bs and aggressive approaches from ledge. And these past two games, particularly this one, 6 has been going to that platform. He makes him to do something aggressive, and then he punishes him. So he's not letting him get away with what he did before. You're not going to be able to DI out of that one, though, because he caught you going straight up. And now, Hindsight still has a chance. Small chance, but he still has a chance.
I think it's a little bit bigger than small. He's only at 50%. This is Incineroar. You can definitely get a kill very early. But honestly, like the amount of... Okay, that's not it.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, I say a small chance only because I think 6 has a bit more in the mental war right now. He's been catching, like, when he gets hit, Hindsight is almost visibly shook. And he's usually pretty composed. So when you notice that, you can catch after. But Hindsight has been finding a few hits. Here we go. Forces the air dodge. Keeps the pressure up. That's a revenge, though. And that's a big hit from that Darkest Lair again. Up smash. I thought he was going to up smash to jump. 100% thought he was going to up smash to jump. He does get him on ledge, though. This is a chance for Hindsight. And he gets back into the game.
Let's go. He's shaking his head there. He's probably visibly, he's like visibly shook. You can definitely see it. He is so glad that he got that confirmed, but you can tell that it's at the point where it's like, he is just like, you can't lose this. You can't lose this, man.
Yeah, like he had, like after, what happened to, I thought I had a new name. He had him earlier in a position where he was basically going to lose 6 over for Hindsight. And then he ended up losing out on that double trade off stage, which gave him first stock. Yes. And then he got mauled after that. And that's a quick way to get yourself aggravated too. It's like, I got this big old lead and I did nothing with it. But Hindsight kept composed. He found his kill confirmed. Right. He's going to be looking for that all the time there. Yes. But he conditioned it because he put out enough tornadoes to make it so you can't just comfortably sit and shield. You have to, you can't comfortably jump. You have to respect him and hold shield too, and he ended up getting the kill. And honestly, that's why I'm happy we went to best of 5.
Yeah, I agree. Honestly, if you guys are watching, pay attention to that last stock there and that last few interactions, because every single one of them was a frame trap that Hindsight devised. Like, he led him into that situation and net himself that kill.
Yep, every time. He kept pressure up. Mii Swordfighter is frame trap the character.
Yes.
Because you're in so much hit stun out of Tornado. Up tilt is another good air dodge read move. Down tilt is another good move that, although it's quick, you get forced into another jump. So you're always above Mii Swordfighter.
Yes.
And you always want to jump. You always want to air dodge. And then after you've done all that, you're like, I can't jump because up air is super strong. He conditions you into getting into shield and he finds his throws.
Yeah, and that's kind of like that's definitely the game plan. Going over to PS2, this stage honestly has been a staple for me. People automatically ruled it as their favorite stage from day one. And
shout out to PM for that. We were jealous of PM players forever. Speaking of PM players, 6 being one of them. So he's actually had a lot of practice on the stage, even more so than we have.
Right, exactly. As far as like this stage goes, beautiful stage, has very good like neutral aspects that work in favor for both characters and both players at almost all times. The thing about this though, the blast zones are a little bit like wider, so it's gonna be harder for me sort of to kill off the sides. But he does have those 2 platforms to net himself kills.
We also did see in that last game that 6-1, he won here on PS2, which was Hindsight's counterpick. So that now we see 6 counterpicking back.
Oh, that was so good. But just as I was saying before, he's gonna have a hard time.
Yeah, remember that up tilt I was talking about before, where it's like another defensive tactic read. That was a good cross shot because he was directly above him, so you're either air dodging or you're like landing in front.
Yeah.
Using that got him out of that.
Yeah, he does. He loves to use that to get down. I know that most Incineroar should use that to get
Most
down.
do. Chavo is like one of the few that doesn't do it too often. I'd like to see him do that more often.
Yeah.
Because cross shot is you have 3 disadvantage options for Incineroar.
Yeah.
Nair, counter, or cross shot. You'd love to be able to hit one of those right there because he got caught on the platform with the upper. Good pressure from Hindsight.
Yeah, now Hindsight off stage, Incineroar looking to probably get a down tilt ledge trap. Reads the get up attack, but isn't able to follow up. The Nair not going to take him off the side just yet.
Yeah, I think Six was expecting a spot dodge here because he's attempted to grab him like 3 times, but he's figured out F tilt and down tilt at the startup of that up B.
Yep.
Wait, so that has been beating him out now where he usually got away with that.
Oh, this is going to be a juicy combo.
Oh, he almost had a frame trap. He almost had a frame trap, but Hindsight mash jump out of there.
He mass jump, was able to footstool and get out of that situation. The way that tornado kind of lowers down causes him to have to jump in such an odd way. Getting knocked off stage, doesn't have advantage state. He's in disadvantage state this whole time. He's somehow gotten back to the middle.
We were talking about all these frame traps, but you know what? Six is another one at that too. Option coverage. The Nair covering the air dodge. The Darkest Lyric covering the spot dodge. He has taken the lead back. He's been looking for a low whip. I thought he was going to be looking for a jump call on an aerial. That trade works out for you every time. Does he try to find a revenge here or double jump read? Nope. Hindsight gets back on. Even after getting hit all those other times by the when he did the down tilt, didn't care. Still went on there.
It's one of those things. It's like you gotta keep doing it.
Oh, goodbye.
Unless it loses him a stock, he's just gonna keep doing it.
This is down throw up air percent, by the way. So, yep, here it is. Oh, never mind. Good TI. I think Six knows at this window. It's like, all right, he's got to be looking for it.
Yes.
And now we're going to be looking at a window, like, now we're at the spot where he's going to be looking for a tornado, and he just did it. Short hop up air, because you think you're going to get grabbed. Well, I think everybody's starting to figure out the percent windows for it. Aggressive up B again. Hindsight does not give a shit. He's just like, no, I'm going to get there. I'm going to slice you up. Well, right now, with this revenge, 87, retro, Josh, this ain't looking good.
No, it's not looking good. Honestly, he probably could have capitalized on that a little bit better. He is going to make it back because of that. You are very flustered. You do not know.
Stupid! No, speaking of stupid, that's a kill. There we go.
I feel bad, honestly, in that time frame that you had. Tornado.
Yeah, hey, he usually uses tornado off stage as well as an answer to when people are pressuring him. I don't know why 6 AM is wrapping up his controller. He is currently, he's going to be playing Losers Finals. Could you tell 6 to stop wrapping up his controller and sit back down? It's like, where do you think you're going? You're here. You are the winner. Tell Ling to play.
He's going to the bathroom.
Oh! So 6 AM's got 6 AM need to go take a shit, probably. He took his last stock in 3 moves. Yeah, that's Incineroar. That's Incineroar sometimes. That character goes off. It just like deletes